G'day guys, Ercan here from E.K Lawn Garden Services and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be covering how to pot a lemon citrus tree. So guys, there are some rules and ways to actually do a citrus tree in a pot. Now obviously, generally these trees are planted in the garden, free-flowing soil obviously, so they can flourish and grow up to about 15 to 16 feet tall. Obviously when you pot it into a pot, you're limiting the size of the growth of that lemon tree. So there are some tips and tricks to be utilized when you're actually doing this initially. Okay guys, I'm just going to flip the camera around and just show you what the products that I've got to use for today. Okay guys, so what we've got here is, I'll just flip it around a little bit here so you can see. So this morning I've actually purchased this pot. Now I'll go through the pot firstly. What you want out of a pot is to be actually a large pot, but not too skinny, not too wide, sorry, actually. What you want is some depth. So you want some height in it so you can actually put the citrus tree, lemon citrus tree into it, and then it's actually stable. So the idea is it gives it some room to, obviously, for the roots to grow, but also what you want is the depth in there, the height, so that actually if you put it into your porch or to the back garden somewhere and there's a little bit of wind, you don't want the tree to fall over. Also, another thing is you want great drainage. Drainage is very important in the pot. Okay, so guys, that's pretty much the pot concept. Number two, pick a tree that it looks healthy, good. Now generally there are a few different types of citrus trees, but the one that I chose today is the Eureka. Now this is already just above a meter tall. It's already grown a little bit, so it's in good nick. And another thing guys also is the plastic, so don't leave it in the plastic too long. Once you've brought it home, transfer it into the pot and remove that plastic out as well guys. And you can probably hear my dog barking in the background there. He's getting a bit angry. I'm in the actual tool shed here in my storage filming this. He probably won't allow me to film it correctly, so I've just kept him outside at this stage. Alright guys, so what we've also got is a good premium Osmocote potting mix. I like to use that for the base. But then what I like to use is the Pine Grow citrus and fruit potting mix, which basically is a really great potting mix for your citrus trees in pots. It's organic fertilizer, so no chemicals, but there is a wetting agent in there, so obviously we'll keep it nice and moist. So just beware of that too. Try to purchase something that's organic, rich, and it's going to give a bit of a feed to the actual plant itself. And lastly, I've got my go-go juice just down here on the corner. So that go-go juice I utilize for the first drink, but then I top it up every quarter, give it a good drink so it gets the vitamins and the minerals that it needs, especially at its early stages. All right guys, I'm going to go ahead and start potting this and then just give you a bit of a wrap up on what you should be doing going forward. Okay guys, job's been completed. As you saw there, basically potted the lemon tree into the pot with the potting mix that we talked about. I'll just come around here and show you guys exactly the finished result and what we're going to do going forward. So as you can see there, what I've done is basically potted it accordingly and making sure that it's obviously in a straight line and it's coming up in a sort of like a vase concept where it's growing towards out instead of on an angle. The potting mixture, as you can see there, it's about an inch or inch and a half below the actual top. So what you don't want to do is cover it completely. Make sure always never go above that, the bud area there, because what you don't want is the actual tree to be rotten with the moisture, and always keep it above that level. Look guys, I would definitely recommend watering this every few days, depending on obviously climate and the heat and how dry it is out there. If it's a moist, winters and it's been raining a bit and there's moisture in the air, I'd only do it a couple of days a week. But just make sure you check the moisture in the actual pot itself as well, depending on the type of pot you've purchased, and give it a feed every 6 to 8 weeks at least in the first 3 months, and then probably give it some nice organic fertilizer feed every quarter. Alright guys, I hope this video useful and informative. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel guys. I really appreciate the support and the views, and all comments are welcome as well. I'd love to hear from others who have potted citrus trees into their pots and how it's going, and any tips and tricks that you could actually share. Have a great one, take care and all the best. Cheers guys.